Hello, friends. If you're listening to me this minute means you're interested in phonics, you're keen on what the course is about. And so I've put up a summary of the course for you. So I'll quickly run into it. Your first lesson would always be introduction, especially if it's the upper classes. But when it's the lower classes, you just move straight to letter sounds. But the upper classes, you have to give an introduction. For example, if I'm a PE or a business teacher, I'd have to first start with what business is all about. And that's what we have here. So you have to explain what phonics is about so they know what to expect. This you have on your screen is just for you as a teacher, but not for them. You would be given a simpler definition, one you can give to them, and they can read back to you without even having to look at your books. So first introduction, after introduction, letter sounds. Whether you're teaching 2-year-old, 3-year-old young learners, you're teaching kids, your first lesson is always letter sounds. Now, depending on their level, you could start off letter sounds without pictures. But for young learners, you have to teach letter sounds with pictures. There are rules for this topic. I see some pictures attached to the letters, but they do not go together. That would be explained better in the training. Next, after letter sound, then you have two-letter phonic words. This is for young learners. After two-letter phonic words, you have sentences. I encourage teachers, when you teach a topic, after spelling, encourage sentences with, for example, you teach Magic Eve, you teach phonograms. After teaching the topic, you've given them dictation, they have spelled, move on to building sentences, help them construct sentences on their own. You would be given that as well in the training. You'll be taught that. After that, you have blends, the types of blends. You have different types of blend. How do you teach the blends? After blends, you have word building. After word building, we also have phonograms. There are different types of phonograms. Now, this was what I was talking about. After teaching phonograms, for example, OO and EE, and then you build sentences like this. This is a sentence example. Let me annotate so that it's clearer. This is a sentence example. So after giving a sentence like this, and then you ask them, what words, tell them to give back to you, words in those sentences that have phonograms. Again, I'm going to repeat that. Ask them to give back to you. So maybe call out, spell the words that have phonograms in those sentences. Now, after sentences with phonograms, what else do we have? Afterwards, you move on to Magic A, short words for the lower classes, long words for the upper classes, sentences with Magic A. Then you have pronunciation. Of course, it is phonics, but then you still have to teach pronunciation. It is phonics, yes, but still you must teach pronunciation. A child should be able to read, a child should be able to spell, a child should be able to pronounce words correctly. So yeah, pronunciation, you have the OU diagram, letter names and their symbols. Yes, this topic is very important. You would be taught why. You would be taught and be told why. Also, phonograms, the second part. CE phonogram, the Q phonogram, terminal phonograms. What are these? The training would explain better to you. Strategic sounds, alphabet analysis. Alphabet analysis are taught in two ways. The way you teach the lower classes is different from how you teach the upper classes. We have syllables. Yes, you must teach syllables. It helps kids spell properly. For example, I have napkin. When a child knows that napkin has 2 syllables, when I want to spell, I'll spell it better. Okay, you have the short R sound. We also have diagrams, consonant diagram and vowel diagrams. I'm also aware of trigraphs. Trigraphs would also be included, but the commonest is diagrams. So focus would be more on diagrams, consonant diagrams and vowel diagrams. Syllabic Y. CI phonogram, the consonant, the vowels. We would also contrast sounds. After teaching the consonant and the vowels. In fact, you don't have to wait until you're done teaching the consonant, until you're done with the vowels. Once you teach a consonant, you introduce contrasting of sounds. That's minimal comparison. For example, you compare this sound, you compare this sound, that's the voiceless TH with T. Words with the voiceless TH and words with letter T. 1 second. Okay, so afterwards, after minimal comparison, contrasting the sounds, then you have silent letters. Please teach silent letters. Please teach silent letters so that they're not confused. After silent letters, then you have room for questions and answer. There are some topics, like I said earlier, that were not included. So if you're interested in the phonics course, my WhatsApp number is on the screen. You can send me a WhatsApp message. If you're not able to do that, my email will be in the comment section. Please send an email. You want to train your teachers. You're not satisfied with what is being taught in your school. Please look no further. Just send a WhatsApp message or send an email. I hope to hear from you soon. Goodbye.